morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Tuesday, and this is the 26th of May, 2020 at 9:20 a.m. Central Time. A monster stock market rally as the markets are embracing the idea that world economies, be it Europe, Asia, the United States now, Canada, different parts are in some manner opening up again. And as that takes place, away you go, and of course what's leading the market, probably the NASDAQ, and probably which stocks? The FANG stocks. The technology sector just running with things. It doesn't hurt to see $34 plus in crude. Now, we've been here before in the 34.5 zone, and we got thrown back pretty hard the other day. We'll see if it can stay up there. As the stock market feels better, likes what it's seeing, bonds and notes selling off. Why not? Creeping higher interest rates makes sense when not everything is doom and gloom. We've been all over the board in the grain market, but we're starting to get a bounce. And you know, at some point here, you'll get the weather scares that also come into grains, as now the crops are pretty much planted in the corn area. Now we'll move on and finish up soybean planting as we get into June, and we'll see where everything's at. Look for your numbers coming out today in corn to be very, very high. I think today's when the government's going to catch up with it, but we'll see. Gold is not a surprise, I think, that the fact that the market's selling off again if you have a 600-point stock market rally. It's not that gold is bearish, it's that some things are better than it right now. That's the mentality at the place. As you look at the industrial metals, though, they're not down very much, if down at all. The dollar's getting hit hard, real hard, and a close under 9,900 could be what the market needs to roll over and break out of the sideways band that it has. And as it goes down, others are picking up. Look at this British pound takeoff as the market rethinks, are they really going to go to negative interest rates there? So the news of the day, April home sales. Well, month over month, up 0.6% to 623. They expected it down 22%. That's a monster shocker. April new home supply, 6.3 months. Prior was 6.4, so we're going to dig into that. And the median price, well, it was down 8.6% from the prior year. I don't remember reporting it down very much. Case-Shiller home index numbers up 3.9%, the 20 metro area, and the home prices for March were up 1.1%. Remember, those are old numbers, not current. The Chicago Fed April National Activity Index came in at a negative 16.74. They revised the prior month down to 497 from 419, but this is a big drop for April. Now we'll get to see how the May numbers started looking up, but in Chicago, I can tell you, our whole city's locked down. So looking for those numbers to come back, I don't see how. I live here. Everything is still a ghost town, basically. U.S. Conference Board, U.S. Consumer Confidence, present situation. May confidence, 86.6, prior month, 86.9, so not bad, close to it, but the expectations, you beat it by 4 points. Present situation, 71.4, prior month, 76.4, and as you can see, the expectations going up even more. The Dallas Fed's going to report their numbers today. We saw that Lufthansa got a big bailout, $9.6 billion in aid package. Ryanair is going to contest it because they haven't gotten anything. Of course, different parts of the European Union, but still, they have the right to contest under that. So you put it all together, we're up strong early. Will the market fade with it late in the day? Well, that's going to be one of the things that we have to ask ourselves. We have more tests going into a second phase of a trial starting this month of June, some human subjects, so that's the good news. But so far, if you really dig through the news, some problems there, and I hate to throw any cold water on this party because it's a great party. But if you're watching Brazil's numbers and you understand Brazil is going into its winter right now and the cases of COVID there are out of control, is it a question it just took a longer time to get there, or is this the cooler weather and it's spelling some headwinds for what we could expect as we get into that November period? Just something I got to throw out there. I'm watching these numbers and worrying about them. As for anything else, well, our futures trading kit, you know, you'll see behind me this all going by, but let me tell you what it really does. We've put everything together, so be it our pivot points, our rune indicators, our brochures that I show you one-on-one. Very important, our charting software. If you haven't tried our charting software, you might want to. It's more than just quotes. It's a media center. It tells you what's going on in the markets. Yes, tells you. We broadcast through it orally during the daytime. Then written stories galore inside of it, all right? And you can choose which news feeds you get. I use the Dow, Reuters, Bloomberg. I can go on, but I get a lot of information in there. For those of you that do the spiders and the ETFs, it does those. Yes, and we found out they do them in the Toronto exchanges and others, so it all comes through there. I'm learning it. Remember, I'm a commodity broker, and now I'm doing the spider ETF videos because they're so tied to the futures markets. How do you get all this? With the quizzes, the links to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I mean, we just keep adding to it. It's really simple. It's free. You go to our website at www.iraepstein.com. Under free offers on the bottom right, you'll see it all there. You can click up here to be taken there. It'll do that for you as well. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day, and I'll see you all this afternoon in our end of the day market.